Yeah, you know the vibe. Welcome back, all my addict fanatics. Let's ride. Step in the door, we up in the rafters. Dust on the box, but it's gold we're after. Old school games, cards, tapes, antiques. Every little piece got a wild story to speak. Flip that lid, hold it up to the lens. Memories hit, feel it rush through your friends. From the shelf to the screen, that magic habit. You tuned in for more Andy's Attic.
All right, all my addict fanatics, welcome back. I hope you liked my little ditty in the beginning. I'm going to try that as my new intro. Hopefully it wasn't too long. And if it is, just forward through it. All right, I'm not going to take too much time here. I want to show some stuff. All right, let's get to it. I'll see you on the flip side. All right, as you can see in front of you, I have a little bit of a collage here, which might give you an indication of what we might be talking about today. I'm going to stick with the basketball theme as I did the Harlem Globetrotters last week. And I was going through some old newspaper clippings because I'm such the hoarder. I collect everything, and that's, you know, you see a lot of that in front of you right now. But this was something I could have showed last week that I didn't. I just found it tonight. There's the First Lady, Nancy Reagan, kissing the head of Curly Neal. I could have showed that with the Harlem Globetrotters last week, but found this. It'll probably fit good in like a 4x6 frame or something, or top loader, I mean. So next we have, and I want to give a huge thank you to my good friend Rocket Rick, who I'm sporting his shirt tonight. He contacted me, found out that I am restarting, because at one time I was only probably about 100 cards away from completing it, my 61 top set. So we got a ways to go. Sent me a couple stacks. He reached out to me, texted me, asked me if I was still thinking about putting that together. I said yeah, and I spoke with him on the phone, and he said he had some for me. We spoke about maybe the ones I needed, and then he sent me a few. So truly appreciate that. Shout out to my good friend over there at Cash Cards, little Veda Pinson action. Thank you, Rick. Truly appreciate it. All right, next, I want to show a couple pickups. Those of you who are enjoying my shorts, I did a short a few weeks ago. Who loves you, baby? Mr. Telly Savalas, this is a relic card numbered right there, 82 of 500, so it's not that rare. There's a bunch of them on there. This was the cheapest one. I actually sent the guy an offer, and he went down a few bucks, and these things are so darn staticky and magnetic. But anyway, probably a piece of a sock or a tie, I would imagine, or maybe a suit coat, who knows. But Telly Savalas, I used to watch Kojak with my granny a lot. So a lot of those shorts I do too, I wanted to explain. A lot of those shows I do, and even the older ones from the 70s, they are shows that I sat there and I watched with my granny a lot of times. So for me, it keeps her memory alive, and hopefully it gives you guys a good laugh. Next, this was my pickup. It was my most recent pickup. Since I have been off of work, I haven't really been able to pick anything up. Update, I went back to work last week. I'm a little wore out, but picked up this 1978 Big Tasty. I'm pretty sure on the Goldbergs, that's what the older brother rap name was, Big Tasty.
The most important musical event of your lives.
Better than when we saw the greatest bands in the world play Live Aid?
1000%. I literally stake Adam's life on it.
Wait, what? Now here's a little story about our dad. He calls us morons when he gets real mad. He doesn't wear pants and he sits in a chair. You know what I'm saying? Dads just don't care.
How do you expect Big Tasty to make it if his crew can't cut a demo?
Big Tasty? Who's Big Tasty?
It's me. It's my rap name.
Your rap name should be Big Pain in My Ass. Now get out of here. Go play in the street.
Putting aside.
So this is Willie Stargell. I did not have this for my collection, even ungraded. So I got a pretty good deal on it. Wasn't very pricey. I dipped my toes back into the water going into 2026. It's been a minute since I made a video. I made one last week, a day or two before I went into work, and I just haven't had the time to really do much of anything since I went back to work. I am kind of trying to concentrate on my health right now, because for those of you who do know, I had the double hernia surgery back in October, which took a lot longer than what I wanted it to, till I got back to work with the healing process and so forth. And I now got news that I will need my gallbladder taken out. So it sucks to be me, I guess, right? So anyway, that won't be till probably around April unless it gets worse, he said, if I get, have too much pain or whatever. So I'm going to try to tough it out until April or May, and hopefully everything goes well. But I'm still pretty much not buying that much. I still got to pinch my pennies a little and watch what I'm spending. I have a family to take care of. So anyway, I've been trying to take care of my health a little bit. So I've been sleeping a lot more, trying to get a little more sleep as long as my daughter. I've been coming right home from work and hitting the hay even before Jen walks out the door at 9 o'clock after the kids get on the bus. And Sadie usually gives me a couple hours anyway of extra sleep, whereas before I was coming home and then I was catching up on YouTube comments and stuff like that. So with that being said, if I don't answer you for 3 or 4 days, because it's not normal for me, usually I'm right on the ball with that, it's because of that. So I'm off on the weekends. I will probably be catching up on what comments I can't reply to or respond to during the week. I will promise you I will catch up on the weekends. So anyway, we are, as you see in front of you, and let me raise that a little bit. That's a Michael Jordan magnet, by the way, that is in that top loader. I actually took it off my filing cabinet that I have behind all this. And that Gatorade cling, maybe some of you remember, probably around early 90s, mid 90s, they had them on the coolers when you went into a convenience store. Well, I got one. I actually had one prior to that I actually had from our local convenience store in town, but at the time I had a girl that was babysitting my oldest daughter at the time, so this is going back to like 1998, somewhere around there, 97, and she wrote a phone number on there, so I had to ditch that. And I went out and I found this guy who was selling them for like $10 a few years back. So I bought one off of him that got damaged in the mail, and then he sent me another one, which is this one that you see right here. All right, we are going to focus. I am putting a couple basketball sets together, or trying to anyway. I want to focus on it a little bit this year, and it is the 87, 88, and then the 88, 89. But I'm going to be showing the 87, 88. I probably only got about 38 cards, 40 tops. There's 133, I think, in the set, and then there's the stickers, and I think there's 11 stickers. Let me see here. Yeah, 11 stickers that go along with it. So I don't have many cards. I'm just, like I said, maybe 6 months ago I started putting this thing together because I had 3 of these in my lifetime. I had 3 87, 88 basketball sets in my lifetime, and I ended up selling 2 and trading 1, which again, back in the day, it was another bad trade that I had. So anyway, with that being said, I'm trying to put this back together. After the last one I sold, it was probably like 25 or 26 years ago I sold it, and now 25, 26 years later, here I am trying to put the darn thing back together again. So I'll show you some of these cards. I got 2 are better than 1. Let me get my thumb out of the way. Alvin Adams, Mark Aguirre, who was one of my favorites growing up. Danny Ainge. I need most of the stars out of this set. Benoit Benjamin, Michael Cage, Terry Cummings, Brad Daugherty, Johnny Dawkins, the Duke guy, Dale Ellis, Magic. As you can see, I really don't give a crap about the centering on these. I just want to put the set together. Cliff Livingston, Alton Lister, John Long John Silver, John Lucas, couple, two are better than one. Cedric Maxwell. Got a little weird. He must have just passed the ball, but it's a little weird. Weird image. There's some residue on there. There must have been a sticker off to put this one in a new top loader. It's not on the card. Tim McCormick, my Sixers back then. Xavier McDaniel. Another good player. Charles Oakley. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. And that's part of the Twin Towers, as you can see right there in front of you. It's him and Ralph Sampson. Robert Parrish. Jim Paxson. Doc Rivers, Alvin Robertson, Detlef Schrempf. I always like that name. Got Byron Scott, Jack Sikma, Rory Sparrow, and Reggie Theus. I always liked Reggie Theus too. I liked a lot of these players. I used to, like I said, I was a big Sixers fan, big basketball fan up until, probably the late 90s, until it got out of hand. And I don't really collect any modern, so I might as well take a step back in time and just start collecting. I have, don't really have a lot of basketball. Even the sets that I used to have that now I am putting them together. I only had like 4 or 5 basketball sets. I'd like to add to that. 2 are better than 1. Got this really cheap when I first started putting this set together. And that one. So Isaiah Thomas. And I got Otis Thorpe. Wayman Tisdale. Kiki Vandeweghe, Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight reel. I loved him. I was a big Jordan fan. I do not have the Jordans in this. I hopefully, maybe next year, or I get a bonus from work this year, so maybe I'll go out and try to get the Jordan. But that slam dunk competition, I still say, I don't know. Still say Dominique should have won that, but it was in Chicago and hometown favorite. And I know Jordan was, one of the greatest. Buck Williams, Herb Williams, John Williams, ×2. And then we have the stickers. I only have 2 out of the 11, but I just picked this one up yesterday at a card show I was at. Like $4.50. So I asked the guy if he had more basketball from these, but he didn't. And I wish he would have, because he was giving some good deals. I only picked up 2 cards yesterday. I picked up this one here for this set, and then for the 88-89, I picked up the Patrick Ewing All-Star, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to follow up this video. My next video will probably be on the 88, 89 basketball set, which I have a little more of those than I do these. And then Hakeem Olajuwon, the Dream. So that's pretty much that for this video. I know it wasn't much, guys. I'm just, getting back on my feet here from being off of work and stuff. And just wanted to do a quick video to get out there. Drew, I apologize again. I really wanted to do your VR, and I just did not have time. So let's flip this around, and I'll continue to talk a little bit before we go into the awesome song that I created for this video. And if you don't like that, you can forward past that too. Not everybody's into certain kinds of music. I'm not even a big... Anyway, let me sneak back here so you can get all me in here wearing the Rocket Rick shirt. Thanks again, Rocket. I truly appreciate that. Such a generous gift. Anyway, I wanted to apologize to Drew. I did want to do this VR, but like I said in the beginning of this video, I really have been exhausted. My body's still getting used to, after the surgery, I still have some pain. The doctor kind of explained it as the nerves still got to heal, and I have some scar tissue and stuff like that. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Try and take it a little easier at work, even though it's almost impossible. One, not a lot of help. We're shorthanded. And two, I'm just not wired that way. I'm a worker. So I'll be working up until April or May until I get my gallbladder removed. But anyway, I wanted to apologize. I really want to get that in, Drew. I'm sorry. I might even still do it, but it's going to probably be a week or two late. I really don't have a lot of time with my family and my daughter. And I'm back on nights, and I come home. I watch Sadie, so till she gets home at 5, and then I go back to bed. So good luck to everybody else. Drew had some really great prizes. And I hope, somebody out there gets some good stuff and supports Drew. He's gotten a lot of support. And like I said, I'm probably going to do one. I know I'm out of the contentions for getting anything or winning anything, but maybe once I get off here, I'll go outside and do a snow angel with a few of my cards or something. No, I will not be doing that. It's probably about 20 degrees out, maybe. We just got some snow last night, probably about 3 or 4 inches here, and just makes it a little messy. All right, with that being said, take it away, Maestro.
Cardstock shine, fresh out the pack. Ink still loud like a fast break attack. Michael in flight, tongue out, rim shake. Poster in a frame, every pull. Hard race, Larry in green, cold eyes, sweet touch. Ned barely moves, but it hurts so much. Magic with a smile, no look. Gold trim, purple crowd roaring. Every pass, all him. 87 flare. I can feel it in my hands. Cardboard kings, whole league in the stands. Oh, Showtime flash, hear the crowd scream. Heroes on the hardwood. I was just a teen. 87 flare. Every pack was a dream. Lakers running nice. With a champion team. Dominique Rice, double pump windmill. Rim still shaking, but the moment still. Patrick in the paint, New York grit. just a teen. I was just a teen. I was just a teen. I was just a Clyde on the wing. Red, red, black, white. Coast to coast glide. More room in flight. Whoa. Lakers on the break. Go flash. Fast lane. Magic to the corner. Splash. Then the chain. Every nick where a legend was born. Back to that season, every box, every trade. I still hear the buzzer in the cards I say.